I mean, one of the interesting things is that, I mean, the governor might not have to throw the long ball, but maybe someone at the very bottom has to do a little more to generate interest, to create waves. Do you guys see that the governor is potentially the recipient of some of the barbs and attacks and things, or is he, sort of in the middle healthy spot for him to be right now?
Well, all of the pre-debate attention has been focused on Donald Trump, and if you're going to attack, he's the one who's the easiest one to attack because he's getting all the attention. It would seem a little odd to go after Scott Walker unless, he says something that somebody disagrees with in particular. So, I mean, his role is to play it safe tonight. He's got to avoid making any sort of mistakes, and it's going to be similar to how he did in the New Hampshire debate, or whether it's a debate or not a debate the other night on Monday night, where he just went through his talking points and pretty much gave his stump speech twice on camera, and you'll probably see very similar themes when he's on camera tonight.
Yeah. Craig, do you think, I mean, from the forum the other night, what struck me was that they all mostly agree on a lot of the things mentioned, defunding Planned Parenthood, some of these other topics. Where do the candidates distinguish themselves tonight? Or maybe from this, what does Scott Walker do to distinguish himself from the others?
Well, I mean, part of it's stylistic, and I think in the case of Governor Walker, he's not, there's still a lot of Republicans out there who don't know him very well, and so the campaign thinks that the recall story is a great story for people that haven't heard it before. I think you'll probably hear a little bit more about it tonight because I think they still think they're introducing him to a lot of people. Getting back for a moment, though, to the question of the attacks, I think what's really going to be interesting is if Governor Walker is the recipient of an attack from someone else on that stage, what's the nature of that attack? I mean, Donald Trump, his attack recently against Governor Walker was on his record as governor of Wisconsin, and I thought Walker his rejoinder was a pretty effective one in the context of a Republican primary contest, which was, oh, you're just rehashing the Democratic talking points against me. I mean, nobody would dispute the fact that Scott Walker had a very conservative record, has had a very conservative record as governor, so attacking that record is kind of a mixed message to a conservative Republican audience. Where I think he's more vulnerable in a Republican contest is this perception that he's flopped on some issues, and there's been some inconsistencies on immigration and other things. That's a message that I think if there is going to be an attack on him, I think it'll be along those lines, not his record as governor.